Gets the troops right to the line, and on the first down throw goes down the middle, and it's a touchdown for Rylan Rodalonis. 13-0 lead on the board in the first quarter. Jackson again looking for fish, and this time the pass is on the money. And St. John's prep. This one's good! And intercepted by Anthony Caruso. And here he goes. The quarterback is on the loose. Four-man rush. Throws across the body. Looking for Peters. He's got him on the run. And look out. Inside the 10, the 5, touchdown Exeter. Blitz up the middle. This one intercepted. Picked off in the flat. It's Lynch. Snap, hold, kick, up, and good! Got a first down and then some. He's got a burst to the right side. He's inside the 20, inside the 10. It's the Bolin. Great cut. He's going to turn on the Jets. Morrison again through the hole. Look out. On his first carry tonight, the junior Brooks Connors is gone. Well, hello everyone, and welcome here to Windham. Nick Anastas, Steve Beals with you, getting set for our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance. It's the Concord Crimson Tide and the Windham Jaguars. Two conference rivals battling for playoff positioning here in week number 8. Two teams that not only have playoff aspirations, but potentially could wind up with a win or two in the upcoming Division I tournament. Windham, start there. They're red hot under first-year head coach Matt Lee, despite an 0-2 start, right there in the hunt after 5 straight victories. Windham as hot as anybody right now in Division I. The victim list: Alvern, Keene, and then road wins at Salem, at Spalding, at Manchester Central. The last was a shutout of 28-0. Meanwhile, Concord, they've been a hard team to figure out under longtime head coach Jim Corkum. Competitive against a good Salem team in week 1, but a 21-14 defeat there. Then a win over Londonderry put them on the radar, 27-14 in week 2. Then they fall against Central, 13-7. Smoke Alvern, 41-7. Then back-to-back losses, competitive losses against two very good teams, Pinkerton and then at Haverhill down in Massachusetts, before last week another big win, 40-7 over Goffstown. So all in all, the Crimson Tide 3-4. Windham is 5-2. Both teams with 2 games remaining on the schedule, including this afternoon.
Yeah, talking to Jim Corcoran on our Gridiron program on Thursday night, I felt a little sense of confidence with him about his football team. You never know, you know, the obvious injuries that you can see, but you never know really where a team is. Concord has proven, though, that they can beat a good football team. Londonderry, regardless of the record, probably the toughest schedule in the league, has played many teams competitively, Nick, and they beat Concord and drew 5 turnovers. You could say, well, it was 5 turnovers, but they made those happen too. So I think that Concord here, this is a game that both of these teams desperately want to win for different reasons. One is for Windham is to move way up in the elite class. That the win by last night over Pinkerton was big by Manchester Memorial. And then Winnicott lost as well. There's some doors open here for that 3 seed, or even better, if things go their way with a little bit of help.
Right.
If Windham wins this game today, they go into week 9 in a very enviable position up towards the upper echelon of the league. Coach Lee has got these guys rolling. I talked to a couple of the fans here, and they are just remarkably, they just find what he's doing remarkable and the excitement you can see out there. We got a glimpse of it on the Windham with the Windham Jaguars when we were over in Salem, and as that game progressed, you could just see them progressing, and you saw the strength of a great quarterback, a great defense and offensive line, and a coaching staff that has these guys working for the mission in common. On the Concord side, like you said, Nick, Tale of Two Cities. If the Concord team that comes out today and they can win this game, they help themselves pretty much, probably a lock going into the playoffs. Maybe not a home field advantage. Maybe there's a lot that has to happen the next 2 weeks, but they certainly put themselves in good position.
Well, there's a look at Coach Corkum and the Concord coaching staff leading the players through the parking lot and onto the field here at Windham. Speaking of that parking lot, it's basically full. And as Steve and I have highlighted over the years, Windham, one of our favorite places to come. There's always an atmosphere, a tailgate-like atmosphere here. The concession stand is open. It's booming. The band is down on the field. The chorus is up here to our right by the press box. Maybe we can get a shot of them coming up doing the national anthem live. And, of course, you've got the scenery here, the backdrop, especially in October. A gorgeous place to take in a football game. 54 degrees right now, a little bit of an overcast sky, a little bit of wind, but no rain in the forecast on this brand new. Is this new grass down here? What are we looking at?
It's
here?
in terrific shape. I think it's the same grass.
It's the same grass, just in pretty good, like, opening day shape here in week number 8.
Done a good job here on making improvements, but ultimately the program, the school, the community is working towards developing some sort of a commitment to a turf field and some stands along here. This is about as good a venue to develop and continue to improve a complex as you're going to find in the state. As you said, Nick, the backdrop here is just fabulous. What I like is how we can see the players from this up on top of this clubhouse, this press box. It's a fabulous place to call a game. One of the many reasons we love mostly the support that this program gets from their parents and their overall community every game day on Saturday is just terrific.
So Concord coming onto the field first. Young team, as Coach Corkum highlighted when we spoke to him on Thursday. At times have had to start up to 8 sophomores this season. They graduated, of course, a lot from last year. But I suppose this time of year, everybody's a veteran, including some of the youngsters. Meanwhile, Windham, they're making their way onto the field, about to run through the helmet, which is brought to you by the U.S. Army, one of the sponsors here of Windham Jaguar football. They're down there with a homemade sign. The cheerleaders are flanking them left and right, set to come to this field, or onto this field here, with the band playing to their right. So Windham looking for their 6th straight win, getting a round of applause as they take the field. Coming up, national anthem, coin toss, and then kickoff at the top of the hour as we get things going in our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week. It's coming up next. It's brought to you by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Maybe it's leaning too close to your home. Maybe it's not healthy. Or maybe you just don't like it there. No matter what the reason is, if you need tree work or pruning, call Accurate Tree Service. They have the right equipment and expertise to properly diagnose, treat, or remove trees, no matter how difficult the terrain. Perhaps simple, careful pruning by our certified arborist is all you need to manage your trees and shrubs. When it comes to your tree care, contact the full-service tree care experts today, Accurate Tree Service, because you only get one chance to take a tree down right.
Are you a quarterback who is ready to take your game to the next level? Well, then it's time to join TKQB Academy. Founded by former UNH standout Trevor Knight, TKQB Academy has worked with student athletes from around New England, helping young quarterbacks to reach their full potential. TKQB Academy offers one-on-one and group sessions that will help you instantly improve your accuracy, timing, mechanics, and footwork. So be the best QB you can be at TKQB Academy. Call 603-732-7194 or reach out on Instagram at TKQBA. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include discount tickets, cards, and calendar raffles to hundreds of local merchants throughout the New England area. Don't waste another season. Raise more funds than ever before and become another football program in New Hampshire that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
Good afternoon and welcome to Windham High School for today's game.
Oh, there it is, the national anthem. A job well done by the Windham chorus. And now we're set for some Saturday football here in week number 8. Concord and Windham in our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week presented by Beals Insurance. Nick Anastas, Steve Beals with you. Jaguars at 5-2, looking for their 6th straight win under first-year head coach Matt Lee. Jim Corcom's Crimson Tide hoping to get back to 500 with a victory on the road this afternoon. Steve, what do we look for?
I think you look right out of the gate. Concord's got to have something happen to them that really, makes them feel like they're at an even keel here. I think they're coming in with that mentality. Once you hit game time, you need to prove something on the field to get going. Obviously, what we saw last night was something that neither team, but especially the away team, does not want to do, and that is struggle with special teams. We saw that last night, how that can impact the game. Did clean up in the second half, but absolutely Concord's got to play a clean game. We saw, we've seen teams get a lot of flags as well. Got to play a clean game if you're Concord. You also got to score first. On the Windham side, Nick, they've got to establish the running game like they love to do. Coach Corcom is a very fiery coach. These kids know he's dialed in. They've got to follow his lead and do that out on the field. And if they come out fired up and ready to go and deliver that physical element of their game to Concord, and Concord can't stand up, it could be a long afternoon for the Crimson.
Coin toss in the books. Captains meeting at midfield. Referee Jason Patch tells us that Windham's going to get the football first here at home. Folks continuing to file in, some bringing chairs, some finding space along the hill here in front of us in the press box. But most of the action concentrated down on the field. As we get set for this week number 8 tilt, both teams likely playoff bound. And, of course, a home game in the preliminary round is still on the table for both these teams.
One thing I forgot to mention as well, Nick, is number 17, Adrian Bergman. We saw him against Salem, what he can do when he gets hot. The biggest thing that Adrian's got to do is make sure he doesn't try to force something to happen, because he's got the skills of running and passing and extending plays. But what he's got to do is make sure there are times you just don't throw the football, or there's other times you run out of bounds. Try not to take losses. If he can play a clean game, that definitely plays into the Jaguars' hands as well. I'm very interested to see the quarterback-receiver change as well. As, of course, we know what a great running back they have.
Yeah, both teams like to run the football.
Yep.
But both have been able to throw it as well at times this season, with the eye on trying to find a more balanced attack.
Mm-hmm.
As we spoke to both Coach Lee a few weeks ago and again Coach Corcom just 2 nights back on Thursday. on our FNL Gridiron show. That's every Thursday at 5:30 on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire. It's presented by Beals Insurance. All right, 2 men are back deep here for Windham. One of them is Noah Felipe, one of the players to watch tonight. The speedster is back at the 11-yard line. And Concord, one final word here before we kick things off. Crimson in their road whites, crimson helmets and lettering. And, of course, Windham in their home navy with the gold helmets and letters. Again, Jason Patch, one of the best, frankly, in the business, and his crew down on the field here as we get set for the opening kick. This is the junior Owen Patrick, and we've got a live football. Scooped up by Curtis Cooper, and Concord has it as it goes off the leg of one of the Windham upmen and right to Cooper, the junior. It was Johnny on the spot.
Well, check box number 1 right there said that Concord had to have something happen for them that was going to kind of give them the confidence and the edge early in the game. Well, you can't ask for much more than that already at the 47-yard of their own 47-yard line. That's what they needed. Now let's see if they can convert here. If they can, it's kind of a neutralizer in a way when you're the away team and you can score first.
So already Concord,
great kick.
Yeah, pulling a trick out of the hat on the opening kickoff. Is that one clearly by design, that line drive?
Well,
right into the leg of the unsuspecting front lineman for Windham. So Concord's got the football, 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line. We get a look at this pistol formation. It's a handoff up the middle, and on second effort, Colin Savard is lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage as the Jaguars swarm the box. They've done that all season, Steve. This is one of the better defenses in the division.
One of the things you're going to see here is the offensive line just gets swarmed and they get pushed back right into the play, and they lost the line of scrimmage there. Again, anytime you start 7 sophomores, I'm sure there's 1 or 2 of those guys that are on the offensive line, Nick. That's a challenge. So
Robert Durkin spearheading the effort there for Windham. 2nd down and 10. 3 receiver set. And again, you can hear coaches on both sidelines up here trying to direct.
I like that.
Savard on a stretch, crosses midfield and brings the defender with him. Felipe down to the Jaguar 47. So a gain of 6 there on the ground to set up 3rd and 4.
Yeah, that's they did not get a very good. Well, the ball markers. Boy, I thought he got a little further than that. But just the same, good 2nd down there. Let's see what they can do here on 3rd.
4 receivers this time, 2 to each side. Looks
Nobody
like the
in the
Jags will rush 4. They clear it out, and here comes the quarterback trying to find some room. It's Reese Craig.
He's about 1.5 yards short.
Yeah. Lucky to get the 45 there, maybe the 44. Looks like 4th and 3. Good tackle there by Matt Hennessy, the sophomore, to make the stop. Concord, it looks like, set to punt the football here.
A little surprised they're not going for this. It's only about, it's almost 3 yards, so going to try to kick him deep, but that's a tough decision to make. But
yeah, about 4th and 2.5, it looks like. So the Jaguar defense, they forced a 3 and out. Savard does get this one off. It's a short end-over-end kick. It's going to land inside the 15, take a bounce, roll all the way down to the 2-yard line.
Heck of a kick. Great cover. Well, I guess we know why they punted it on 4th down. You got a kicker like that. I mean, that was a precision kick right there.
Yeah, Savard, 2 carries on the drive, and then a nice punt to pin Windham deep. So now the Jaguar offense will come out. Nearly 2 minutes off the clock. And we'll see this balanced attack under Coach Lee. Of course, Jack Byrne ran that option a lot during his tenure as Windham's head coach, and that's still in the playbook, of course, but a little bit more throws in the mix this year for Windham under Coach Lee.
Jack having a little fun over there in Litchfield.
Yeah, he's one of the assistants with Campbell. Here's a handoff right side, and on 1st and 10, trying to find the sideline is the Jaguar back.
Nice run.
It's Mike Braley. We're going to say his name a ton today. He gets himself about 8, maybe 9 there on that 1st down carry.
Yeah, he's probably going to get about 18 or 20 carries today, like you said, Nick. He's a workhorse. Nice job faking inside and then stretching it out. Nice gain there. Geez, I'm a little off today on the down and distance situation. those spots look like they're short of everything I'm seeing, but it's consistent. So sometimes it's just the angle of the field we're on.
So Braley, the junior, sets up a second down, and yeah, you're right. It is tricky to see. It looks like 2nd and 2, we'll call it. Meanwhile, on the scramble, here's Bergman, the junior quarterback. He's got a first down over the 15 up to the 16 before he's stopped along the sideline.
Nice tackle
by Conker's Cody Haskell.
Yeah, nice job by, is it?
Meanwhile, it's going to come.
Jackson.
It's coming back, Steve. It's a hold against Windham.
Well, that hurts. You're trying to climb out of your zone here. You've got the ball. You defended the first set of Concord.
And it's coming back.
We talked about clean game as another one of the keys, such an important part. And let me tell you, you definitely don't want to do penalties when you're deep in your own zone. You really don't want to any time. But
no, but this is going to hurt. They're going to respot the football back at the 2-yard line.
Right.
Which is near the original line of scrimmage. So a penalty of 8 yards on the hold. Sets up a 2nd down and 10. So out of the shotgun, Bergman's in his own end zone here. Concord threatening to blitz. They'll rush 3. Handoff.
Got a hand on him.
Run. Braley is cut down at the 5. Brings a couple of tackles with him up to the 7.
Braley did a good job here. You're going to see him fight off that grab, and he just keeps his feet moving right here. You'll see it there, and then he just keeps on driving those legs. Get in the weight room on January. I say this a lot, but it's the truth. Get in there early. Build up your body as far as strength is concerned, because it makes all the difference in the world in plays like that.
He gets 6 in the end to set up a 3rd down and 4. The first down stick is at the 13.
Yep.
Again, a chance for Concord to get a win here, and what likely would be a chance to maybe block a punt out of the end zone.
Yep.
But let's see if Windham can find the yard to gain here. They've yet to go to the air. They won't here either. It's a Bergman run, and he breaks a tackle initially, but then does go
54.
down. He's flexing his muscles on the play.
Gavin Connell.
There's Gavin Connell. Great job there, and we've got ourselves a 4th down and 5.
Take a look at this, folks. You talk about shooting the gap. Watch number 54 in the set. He reads right off, and he scrapes down the line exactly the way you're supposed to. That's good coaching, good listening, good execution. Nice work by number 54. Boy, that's great scraping on down the line. Kind of stealth as he approached the backfield.
So from the end zone, the punt, line drive, and out of bounds into the Windham bench.
Crimson going to wind up probably on the 26, 25-yard line, somewhere in that range.
We'll see what the side judge says.
Oh, she's going to give it a little more.
Across the 30 up to the 35. Yeah, still pretty good sledding here for Concord as they take over in Windham territory.
Yeah, just at an angle there. It's just kind of hard to tell, but official was right there. But still, great field position here for the Concord Crimson to take over. But they're going to have to do something with that offensive line there to be able to move this defensive line, this very stout defensive line of the Jaguars.
Both teams go 3 and out in their opening series. Drive number 2 for Concord. We got a screen pass outside, a pretty good run after the catch. Tim Fonbella, senior running back, 5'7", 195 pounds, gets enough there to move the sticks for Concord.
Well, I was asking Coach Corkin on our Gridiron program on Thursday night about Bahoma and how he's doing, and getting some plays in at the college level. Had a big smile on Coach's face when we talked about him. This young man has that same kind of build and that same kind of power, but obviously showing he could be a receiver as well.
Fonbella going to line up wide to the left at the top of the screen. Savard, the man in motion, gets the toss on 1st and 10. He's tripped up in the backfield. That's a good open field tackle for Brooks Batson, the junior. Huge loss there. -7 on the play, 2nd and 17.
Watch him come from the backside. He reads this, comes, I believe, right through the 3 gap. Watch this. He's following this pitch on motion all the way. Actually comes right through through the left side and makes a great open field tackle there. That is a big play after that first gain.
See Batson fired up there after the tackle. So 2nd down and 17. Again, Craig is the quarterback directing here out of an empty set. Savard in motion. Nearly 5 minutes in first quarter. Back to throw. Looking, scrambling left, stumbles, still has his balance, and then is finally brought down near the line of scrimmage.
Well, if you ever want to see, we get the number first.
Good tackle there for
25,
Wyndham's
is that
Joseph Estrella Jr.
Well, if you ever want to see a situation here where a guy squares his hips, or watch him square his hips right now, watch him turn. Look at him square, hit, wrap, and drive. That's just great lateral movement. And is because he remained in the, his hip square, he was able to make that tackle. Nice job.
Third down.
Boy, defense, a lot of individual effort so far on both sides on defense.
Yeah, neither team, or I guess one first get down combined. Came from Concord a moment ago. Third down.
Third down, yeah.
In 17. Nearly midway through this scoreless first quarter. Craig in some trouble, flicks it. Fonbella.
He's got some space.
Off the screen, runs right. And he's back down around the 25, maybe the 24, still well shy of that first down. So it's 4th down and 10. Philippe with the tackle out of the secondary. And the man I think who made the stick is still down. Yes, that's Philippe. Trying to get to his feet here, and he's going to head to the sideline. Clearly shaken up after making his first tackle.
Let's take a look at this again. I didn't really see what happened there, but he's still kind of laboring off the field.
You can see there a pronounced limp as he's escorted by the training staff. Just got rolled over.
Yeah, he just got, there was a collision there. You're going to see a better angle right here. There was a collision where he kind of got rolled. Watch him here. Yeah, it looks like it just landed right on top of him here, right on his chest.
All right, so 4th down.
Hopefully he's okay.
Football at the 24-yard line. That's convinced Coach Gorkum to go for it here.
Yeah, a little deeper in the territory.
It's Craig, this 5'9" sophomore quarterback, out of the gun to his left. Eyes downfield, in pursuit, and there's the tackle and sack.
Good job on the no throw there. But defense is ruling the day so far. There's just nothing downfield. Great coverage here by both teams downfield, and there's just nowhere to go, and he was really smart. Look at that. Just hold it, pull it in, just go down. It's not going to happen there on 4th down.
So, turnover on downs. His defense, the name of the game in this first quarter. Windham set for drive number 2. As Adrian Bergman, a little late to break the huddle there, but ready to go now. Meanwhile, Jason Patch having a word with some of the Windham players, the referee.
Well, been doing it a long time, Jason has.
Now set for 1st and 10. Football at the 28. And again, a quarterback keeper. And
nice hit.
Not happening.
He's pretty active today. Number 54 for the Crimson.
A good play from the second level limits.
We don't know who he is, but he's playing well.
The production there at 2nd down and 10.
Different jersey number, perhaps. But, boy, I'll tell you.
And you see him shed the block there and just land on top of Bergman, who was found tough sledding here, Steve. Officially 2 carries, -1 yards.
Well, we'll call that making a number of himself, right? For himself. Number 54 playing a heck of a game today. That's his third, right? Third tackle already? And 2. Well, both of them were for losses, too.
Yes. Yeah, we'll get you that name in a moment. Meanwhile, down to 5 minutes here, first quarter. On 2nd and 10, Bergman in trouble. Escapes to his left. Still going to throw here,
nice
and
job.
The completion is made along the sideline.
Well, we talked about that as one of the keys, Nick. Bergman can extend plays. That was one of his 3 assets. He can pass, he can throw, and he can extend. And then force the defense to play longer in coverage. What he did right there is he started approaching the line. Receiver really picked it up well, as you see right here, and he throws him a dart.
Josh Trudell, the senior, coming back on the route to make the grab near the sideline. It's good for 9 yards.
Chill in the air coming on here with this breeze coming across.
It sets up a 3rd down and 1. You're right. Wind, not necessarily in the forecast.
No.
But picking up a little bit here. Here's Breeley on 3rd and 1, trying to find some room to his right and cannot.
Great defensive line work there by the Crimson, Nick, but I believe he's got the first down. Official Jason Patch says yes, sir.
Only needed 1 and got 1 there.
Yep.
As we get a look at the replay. Tackle made by Concord.
Yeah, they got to hold off right here.
Finnegan Grofferer.
Don't understand what the flag is there. I don't know if that's encroachment or somebody moved, but they didn't even have the yard markers set yet. They were still running down the field with them.
It's a false start against Windham.
Yeah.
False start offense.
It's the second Jaguar penalty. He had an 8-yard hold on their first drive down near their own goal line.
Nick, why that wasn't blown dead with the crew.
Well, it was eventually.
Yeah, it sure was.
So 1st and 15. Clock going to resume here inside of 5 minutes first quarter. No score. As again, both teams have struggled to move the football.
Sure
here.
have.
The defenses have controlled the pace here early on in week number 8.
We're having like 20-degree variations here from between the cold, cloudy wind and the beautiful sunshine just came out.
Yeah, the sun's been peeking in and out of the clouds. It's out now. 4-man rush, a throw near side, and that one incomplete, high and over the head of the intended man, senior Giuseppe Coviello.
And he had a little space there, Nick.
2nd and 15 coming
He had a little space.
That one overthrown. Meanwhile, Concord, they continue to communicate here verbally from the sideline. Coach Corkum relying on a few players, it looks like, on Concord to implicate the defensive plays and strategies. Coach Lee, he's in convo with his quarterback as well. Concord looks like they're going to blitz. 2nd and 15. They're going to cut. Windham will throw it quickly to the flat. I think that's Breeley. No, it's Coviello with the catch. And they'll get some of that yardage back, about a 4-yard gain through the air there. 3rd down and 11.
Made a heck of a catch right there, but you got to give both of these defenses a lot of credit, Nick. They are on the dime. A lot of film study there, a lot of swarming towards the ball. Good defensive stunts from some of the linebackers. You're seeing this on both sides.
A good read by the senior linebacker Travis Dunbar, who made the tackle. 3rd down now and 11, coming up on 4 minutes first quarter. First down markers at the Windham 49. Bergman throwing in that direction, intercepted.
Yep.
A sliding catch made for the pick. Finnegan Gofferer, a 5'9 sophomore, able to hold on his way to the ground there for the game's first takeaway.
Yeah, it looks to me like the receiver stopped running his route and he just kind of turned around button hook there instead of finishing. It's clear that Bergman, watch, he just stops right there, and he throws as if he's going to throw a lead. So a little bit of miscommunication there. Let's see if that makes a difference. So far, the defense is just really on it. That right there was, I'm not sure what the play was, but somebody made a mistake there.
Intended target was junior Brandon Jacobs. 1st and 10.
Looked like he thought he was just going to turn around on the hash mark and stopped.
Handoff, Savard.
Nice edge.
Plenty of room here. 1st down and then some.
Nice
Darts
edge.
out of bounds after crossing the 40 down to the Jaguar 37 for a gain of 14.
Yeah, most of the time, Nick, when they run their plays to the right, they've gained yardage. And you're going to see some great edge blocking right here. There's one. There's number 4 on the hat, 2. And there was another one that was out of view there. So there were 3 key blocks that helped secure that first down. Nice run. Grabbed every yard he could out of it.
Yeah, Savard has been the main ball carrier for Concord today. 4 carries now for 20 yards inside of 4 minutes first quarter. Von Bula in motion, and they're going to go to him here on the screen. Von Bula undercut and taken down after a short gain. That's a good tackle. Jonathan Brearley, the sophomore, makes his first stick for Windham. A short gain for Concord of 2. 2nd down and 8.
Well, the quality of the tackling this year, Nick, across the board. It's not just a couple teams. Tackling has improved right across the board in southern New Hampshire. We see a lot of D1. It certainly has been there. We started up in Plymouth with D2 as well.
That's as good as it gets.
That's as good. But we saw that last night, Nick. So many tackles with no yards after the initial contact. And
what a game last night. Pinkerton and Memorial came down to the wire. That game is up on our YouTube channel at FNLNH Media.
Don't miss that one.
2nd down and 8. 3 receivers strong side left here. Craig going to toss it. Savard again with room to run. Down to the 30. 1st down. 20, 15, 10, and knocked out of bounds, I believe, just shy of the pylon.
Well,
Yep,
yes.
they're going to rule him out at the 1 yard line after a 34-yard gain on the toss for Colin Savard.
You're going to see right here. Now watch. You're going to see the same sort of edge blocking on the other side. I love reverse pivot pitches. They mess up everybody when he opens on the opposite side, and look at that blocking. How about the running back? Watch him here. Actually, he was a receiver in this situation. Look at that. Inside block, block straight on. There it goes. Wow.
They actually ruled him out at the 5-yard
yeah.
line, so it's a first and goal coming up from the 5, and now we have a timeout down on the field here as Windham wants to talk it over with the defense. Our broadcast brought to you by Beals Insurance, locations in Bedford, Londonderry, and Epping. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance gets you the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Visit BealsInsurance.com. Also, by MG Sports Fundraising. That's fundraising made easy. MG Sports Fundraising, the official fundraising partner of Friday Night Lights New Hampshire. Visit MGSportsFundraising.com. Start raising money for your team today. By TKQB Academy. Be the best QB you can be. Call Trevor Knight at 603-732-7194 or reach out on Instagram at TKQBA. By Accurate Tree Service, because you only get one chance to take a tree down right. For a free estimate, visit AccurateTree.com. And finally, by Jewett Construction. Planning, architecture, construction management. Come join us to build something great at JewettConstruction.com. Nick Anastas, Steve Beals with you. It's our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance. Concord hoping to get on the board first here. Crimson Tide trying to get back to 500 with their 4th victory of the season and end Windham's 5-game win streak. They toss it and look out. Another big loss on a big tackle.
Way
as
too deep.
Robert Durkin able to get him around the ankle there for a loss of what looks like 10 on the toss.
You talk about reading a play. Again, great film review. He sees it right off. He busts through the line. These guys are on both defenses, Nick, are wiry, and they get separation, and they come, and it's just great play call right there. Great read. Just the play just never developed. I mean, the pitch was almost directly in back of the quarterback. No way you're going to reach the corner on that. And
with Durkin looking good here. A couple of big tackles for a loss, including that one there. Concord loses 10. They respond with a screen pass. Dunbar, the catch in the middle of the field. He's cut down, though, at about the 10-yard line. That's a good tackle by Estrella Jr. And now we've got ourselves, Steve, a 3rd and goal from the 10-yard line.
Yeah, I like the call on that. If he had actually gone to the left of his seal block towards the inside, he may have gone all the way, Nick, but he chose to go right as soon as he turned around, and he just didn't have any time. You're going to see it right here. Now watch this. Instead of going left,
not enough time there.
Not
Estrella.
enough time. Actual review
Estrella
there.
was
You
right
can
there
see
on
it.
him.
Yeah.
All right, empty backfield, 3rd and goal. They roll out the sophomore. Craig throws into the end zone, and it's incomplete in the corner.
Yeah,
two men in the area for Concord. Neither one can come down with it. So Crimson may have to settle for a field goal here, which would be about 27, maybe 28 yards.
Yeah, it looks like they're changing over to special teams, Nick. If I was going to, you look over here, you just can't have 2 receivers within 3 yards or 2 yards of each other in a tight end zone. Well covered there by Windham as well. How about these defenses, one time after another, just stepping up when they need to in the big moments?
Yeah, this was 1st and goal at the 5.
Yeah.
And now we've got a 4th and goal at the 10.
Three points looks big right now if they can get it.
The kicker is junior Patrick Owen. And his kick is up, and it fades left. No good.
Boy, still goose eggs here. Wow.
No good as that one drifted. And Concord comes away empty. That's tough to swallow if you're Coach Corkum.
I dare say, pretty much the 50-yard line into Windham territory this whole game basically has been played. It's just never have they broken the 40 here. The interesting thing, you would think that Concord would have scored in that situation, but they still haven't. Just a great responsive defense here. by the Jaguars, as is the Crimson when the Jaguars have the ball on offense. So the defensive battle continues.
Officially a 30-yard try there.
Yep.
No good for Concord. So Windham takes over with 1:27 remaining in this opening quarter. And they look to get Bergman in this offense going here on drive number 3.
Let's see if they open it up just a little bit.
I'm going to get a timeout first.
Yeah.
You can hear Coach Lee's irate down there. He's going to have to spend his second timeout
Well,
of this first quarter.
Timeout. Windham.
he lets his feelings known on the field.
And of course, he came over from Malvern. We know the story, Steve, but some of the audience may not. He had the Broncos playing good football, winning football the last few seasons,
Yes.
had them in the playoffs last year, made the switch in the offseason to come over to Windham, replaces longtime head coach Jack Byrne. And I spoke with some of the Windham parents before the game. They said that the kids really took to him on day one. Right away.
Day one.
Knew he was a player's coach. And as a result, we see Windham humming right now with a 5-2 record.
You see that passion out in the field, and if it's done correctly and it's believable and it's authentic, which it is with Coach Lee, the kids are going to buy in. They're going to play. The expectations here at Windham are very high by this coach, and he's going to have and has these guys on a win streak as a result of good play.
Jags hoping for their 6th straight win today. No score as we approach the final minute first quarter, and there's a completion right side. Diving catch made by Alexander Blanco, the sophomore. He's at about the 26 after a gain of 6, 2nd and 4.
Well, Concord is certainly, to me, Nick, passing the eye test on the first quarter here of they're able to move the football, too. They just can't get it in the end zone or through the uprights. Defenses on both of these teams have really been impressive. I think this is a point here where you may see Coach Lee open things up a little bit, and in order to give Bergman what he needs to do to try to drive his team downfield.
4 receivers set. Bergman on 2nd down throws.
Nice.
He's got Blanco trying to make a move after the catch is the sophomore, but he's swallowed up and gang tackled at about the 35-yard line. But that is a 9-yard gain and a first down for Windham.
You're going to see here, he just runs east-west for too long. He did a nice job reading the grain. As soon as he turns in there, go right upfield. Don't try to go around him with 3 defenders coming at you. But still, a nice catch, nice pass route, nice delivery.
Oh, Steve, we've got a change at quarterback. Adrian Bergman on the sideline right now. And Jackson Wright, the sophomore, has taken over. It was Wright who completed that 9-yard catch.
Did a nice job.
So 1st down and 10. Fake handoff. They keep it with Wright, and he's cut down shortly after crossing the line of scrimmage. Good open field tackle for Finnegan Gopher. It's his 3rd tackle already. He had an interception a moment ago as well. Still not a bad spot there on the run. He ends up getting 3 yards, 2nd down and 7, and that brings us to the end of the first quarter. We've got ourselves a scoreless battle here in Windham. Jaguars hoping the offense can heat up when we come back. Second quarter next. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
No score as we start the second quarter here in Windham. Jaguars with the football facing a 2nd down and 7. Nick Anastas, Steve Beals with you. Defense, the name of the game in that first quarter. Special teams as well, right off the opening kick. There was a live football off one of the upmen. Concord responded with the recovery. Also, the Crimson Came away with an interception defensively.
Nice pass.
Here's a completion to midfield. That's a first down.
Up, flag down.
Second grab for Giuseppe Coviello, but hang on.
I mean, literally after the play was done and moving towards the ball, most likely here a personal foul. No, illegal man downfield?
Yep. Third penalty against Windham.
So let's see who that is.
Receiver downfield.
Don't know who that would be.
I think it's the left tackle,
Is it?
Anthony Menina. One of two Meninas on the roster, Anthony and Austin.
That hurts. Again, every time an offense starts moving, there's either a penalty or a sack or a tackle way behind the line. Offenses haven't been able to really pull continuity. That was a nice pass that Jackson threw right there. And
well, we were recapping that first quarter, Steve. Remember, Concord had the interception near midfield. Then the long run got them to the 5-yard line. First and goal from the 5. Crimson come away with no points there as Wyndham's defense buckles down. They force a missed 30-yard field goal attempt.
Got the edge.
On a stretch, trying to creep around the corner. Look at this run. And a big finish to the run as well along the sidelines. That's a monster run there.
That's just running over people. But look at the edge blocking here on the left-hand side. You're going to see it here. Watch the arc in which the nice tight arc, and he just beats him around the corner. And then watch him. He just squares up and just bowls over number 21.
So Sam Radulis.
Nice run, Sam.
With a huge run there to get back into Concord territory. The football now at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, certainly the outside edge has been the place to go. Nothing really up the middle on both offenses. Jackson Wright doing a nice job here moving his team down the field.
After the 20-yard pickup. Looking, throwing, short, and immediately tackled in the flat as the receiver.
Yeah.
A good read there out of the secondary. Jackson Graffor. His first tackle. It's a 2-yard gain on the catch for Blanco.
Well, watch the offensive line here, and that play just gave him a beautiful pocket to throw out. Just good coverage downfield. Nothing really to throw at. He did a nice job just throwing underneath like that because there was nothing else available.
And again, it's Jackson Wright at quarterback. Came off the bench here to start the third series in relief of starter Adrian Bergman. Handoff really lost his footing. Draws a couple of oohs and ahs upstairs from the coaching staff. A big run spoiled there. Nonetheless, about a 4-yard gain to set up what looks like a 3rd down and 4.
You're going to see, it looks to me like the field gave way here. He comes, nice movement. Talk about finding green space. Slipping and sliding, number 2 from the Crimson, Fora Jackson, slips as well. So it must be pretty dicey over there. But still, like you said, Nick, a good run. Good gain.
2 minutes in, second quarter, 3rd down and 3. 4 receivers set. See 3 here to the near side, the strong side. Hard count. Right, quick throw. Catch made. Coviello does cut up eventually.
Got a first down.
And he's across the 30, and that is enough for a first down. A 5-yard catch there for Coviello.
Yeah, watch the inside track here. He catches the ball. I thought he was going to roll outside with it, and then nope. Almost loses his footing going down the field. Looks like it's a little damp and kind of muddy down here. It's green from up here, but I think the sod is just kind of given away this time of year.
It did rain overnight.
It did, yep.
And the surface may still be a little damp here in the second quarter.
Jackson Wright doesn't seem to care much because he continues to move the sticks for his team here.
Yeah, he's looked good in relief, the sophomore. Facing what looks like a 5-man rush this time. Pulls it back, runs to his right. There's a flag on the play.
Going to get a hold here.
And he's run out of bounds by Froer. And now a second flag comes in as well. The late one, probably a personal foul against the defense.
Yeah, that may take precedent here, Nick. We'll see what happens. Be interesting to see how this all adds up. Or
definitely, I think, 2 different fouls.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, they were totally different times. Officials got to give these official crew. They have been Johnny on the spot every single play, whether it's in the end zone on those passes. And
see what referee Jason Patch.
Yeah, he's asking.
We got a hold here against Windham.
Yeah. And then a personal 15, so they're going to gain 5. Net 5.
Well, Is it 5, or it depends on where the hold was?
What's that?
Depends on where the hold occurred.
It looks
to see where they're going to spot the football.
It looks to me like they had 2, and now they're at 7. So it works out that way anyway. It looks about the same.
Yeah, it's at the 21-yard line.
Yep. So
we're going
between 5 and 6 yard gain.
Yeah, it looks like a first down and 3 coming up for Windham.
My view was blocked on the quarterback getting hit, but it did look pretty late from what I could see, but everything kind of disappeared within the Concord players.
So officially a 1st and 2. 3 receivers short side right here. They're going to look left. Right is hit as he throws. Ball is out and incomplete is the ruling. I guess the arm going forward there for the sophomore. That bails him out.
Yeah, but
incomplete 2nd and 2.
Look at him come off the edge right here. Just nobody picking him up.
It's Benjamin Ryder undetected.
Yeah. Yep. Can we play that again really quick, Ben? Yeah, there we go. If you're going to see him, he just misses the block right there completely. They had either the left guard or left tackle, I couldn't tell who it was designed to come out and pick him up, and he just took a deep route, little low on the block, right on the inside, and wow.
He got crunched. Heads to the sideline. Bergman is back in. So the yo-yo at quarterback continues for Windham. Bergman finds his man, Jacobs, the catch at the 10 and leans down to the 9-yard line for a first down. That's a 12-yard catch for Brandon Jacobs, the junior. He's also one of their basketball stars. And you can see why there, Steve, the length coming into effect there.
Yeah, the length on the reception and a real good throw. Look at that right where it needs to be. Every receiver likes it right there because that allows him to pull it right in quickly and turn upfield for yards after the catch. Or yaks, as you call it.
Yeah, 12-yard completion. Bergman, as I mentioned, back in at quarterback, made the start.
Wonder what that was. It could be equipment issue. Could be just Coach Lee wants to pump him up, give him a rest, make a little competition.
Played the first 2 series. He's back in here, potentially to complete the 3rd. It's been a long drive for Windham. Breary up the middle, and he's short. Stopped at about the 1-yard line after a 7-yard gain, and the Jaguars are knocking at the door with the football now at the 1.
Watch Breary run. He is not like super fast, but look how he slides. He has a great set of eyes for vision right there, finding where the green space is, where the hole is. Nice run. He's got his team knocking right on the door here. We could be seeing our first goose egg gone on the board here.
Well, we thought that late in the first quarter.
I know.
Concord was down at the 5-yard line. They failed to get in.
I know.
And Concord now trying to return the favor here, hoping to hold it down on 1st and goal. It's not going to happen. Bergman squeaks through the whole left side, and he's in for the 1-yard touchdown. Windham strikes first. A lengthy drive there. Capped off by the 1-yard touchdown run by Adrian Bergman. 6-0 Jaguars.
Why don't we take a look at this left side block right here? Look at this. Completely washes out the 2 tackles on the inside. And very, severe angle blocks right there. That was just a clean out. And Bergman reads it beautifully.
Extra point. Bergman is the holder. The kick up and good off the right foot of Chris Squarnacchia. So 7-0 home team is the Jaguars. Cap off. Again, a very lengthy drive there. They eat up 4.5 minutes here early in the 2nd quarter. Got the stop after that missed field goal. They took over at the 20. They march at 80 yards with 2 quarterbacks factoring in on that drive.
Yeah, good runs. Run was part of the game, but it was really opened up the space there, Nick, with the passes, the pitches. But most of it was just really good blocking out on the edge that runs right there that gave him a lot of yardage. And then just good play sequencing, period. And kind of used both quarterbacks to give them a different look. It worked for them. It really did. And I don't know why Bergman was out, but comes back in and chooses a nice running lane, and it's 7-0 here. So it certainly feels in the game so far like points are not going to come easy. That's a big 7 points on the board for the hometown Jaguars.
Yeah. So Concord hoping this 4th drive, the upcoming 4th drive, will be the magic touch. Right side return. Marcus Day still fighting a hard run there by the senior.
Did not let up at all.
Up to the 25-yard line, and Concord set to take over right there. Another series for the sophomore quarterback, Rice Craig. He's looked pretty good, Steve. 4 for 5 through the air so far in this first half.
Yeah, Concord's for real. I mean, we really haven't had a chance to see them. And if this is 7 or 8 sophomores starting on a football team, Coach Gorkum's got to be pretty positive here about today as well as the future.
Right.
Way his team's playing.
And again, Concord still in the playoff hunt at 3-4, hoping to get to 500 with a road win today. Going to have to do it from behind. They go to Colin Savard, and another big tackle for a loss. It's Brooks Batson. We've said his name a few times in this first half. Sophomore with a big tackle there.
Defensive coordinator using a great sequence of blitz packages, Nick, where they're mixing it up. It isn't just for one person coming every time, and they're just reading. These pitches are pretty deep, Nick, back. It's taken a long time to get to the line of scrimmage. Sometimes you got to narrow those, and you've got to kind of reach a little bit and kind of hit that pitch just inside your offensive end, not behind you. It's just taking too long.
That's in a loss of 6. Batson the junior, I misspoke. Intercepted, it's Durkin.
Big
Tips
play.
it and then picks. Rolls down after losing his balance at the 6-yard line. Durkin already with 2 big tackles for a loss. Now an interception to his credit as well as the senior celebrates along the home sideline.
Well, we've seen Windham against Salem, and then we see Windham here today. They start off slow. Defense has been very solid through the whole game. But there's an attitude of kind of a takeover mentality as the game progresses into the second quarter. We saw that against Salem. We're seeing that again today.
Yeah.
And this is a time where Coach Lee's really got to make sure that Bergman doesn't do anything that, if it's there, take it. If it's not, throw it away, because his defense is just going to get it back for him the way it's going right now.
Football
time after time.
Spotted just inside the 7-yard line on a 1st and goal. Mouth-watering opportunity here for the Jaguars to try to double the score. They're going to throw left side. Bergman, a jump ball into the back corner. It's incomplete. 2 defenders in the area. I believe that's Jacobs, the intended target.
Yeah, there's been 3 plays that I've seen here with Bergman and the receiver not on the same page. He threw it right into the deep corner, and then again he's turning around, button hooking right about halfway back. And we saw that out midfield here. Another one where he threw and the receiver stopped, where he threw it as a lead, and it's just
that was intended for Radulis, not Jacobs.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Radulis, interesting story, Steve. He joined the team a few weeks into the season.
Yeah.
Had never played before, and here he is making plays. Had a 20-yard rip earlier on a nice run. They called his number there on 1st and goal. Now 2nd and goal. We'll see if they go to him again. Instead, it's a quarterback keeper. Bergman shakes loose to his right down to the 5 and is driven down at about the 4. Again, it's Finian Graffer with another tackle. He's been the high man for Concord on defense with 4.
This is why having a big rugged quarterback is a real benefit. Watch him fight for this yardage here. This is a strong young man. Adrian does a great job of turning. Again, we see that again, and grabs another 2.5 yards after that. Got his team right in the doorstep now again.
All in all, a 5-yard gain. 3rd down and goal from the 2-yard line. We've crossed the midway point, 2nd quarter.
Offensive line on that left side did a heck of a job, though, on the first touchdown. Let's see if they go to that, take their number again.
Brealey is the running back. Bergman calls his own number, and he's in the end zone for a 2-yard score this time.
Well,
2nd touchdown for the junior Adrian Bergman, and the Jaguars cash in off the Robert Durkin interception. 3 plays, 7 yards, a 2-yard touchdown. It's 13-0.
That's a big play, Nick. That was just great concentration to be able to catch it after the initial hit, and Bergman, again, using that strength in his legs. Watch him power drive into the end zone. He gets hit, and he just gets that extra lunge due to his strength.
Meanwhile, the extra point is no good, as that one goes wide right. So a little bit of a disappointment to the end of that short drive on the missed extra point, but nonetheless, Windham will take it as they extend the lead to 2 scores, 13-0.
All this is promulgated from a defense that just keeps on giving the ball back to the offense until they can work out their woes. Right. Coach Lee can kind of look at his playbook and say, this isn't working. I'm going to try something different. And both of these drives, Nick, are a little bit more wide open, a little bit of more diversity in the play calling, using the whole field. And but when you've got a great defense, that's why they win championships, is because it gives your offense a time to make a few adjustments. And now they seem to be running on all why don't we call it 8 cylinders or 11 cylinders for that matter? Is there such thing as an 11-cylinder vehicle?
Well,
I don't know.
They certainly know how to cash in on the short field.
They do.
As we saw that there with no nonsense from Coach Lee, keeping it in the quarterback's hands, minimizing the risk, and the junior delivers.
Well said, Nick.
Scores.
Second quarter played in the Crimson zone. First quarter played in the Jaguar zone. That's a good point.
And to your point, field position has been big for both teams in this first half.
Yep.
Here's the return. Marcus Day goes right into a pile. Scratches out another couple yards at the end of the return there, up to the 26.
Well, I think it's fair to say here with 5:32 left, the Crimson got to, if nothing else, make sure they burn the clock out and hopefully get, whether it's 3, whether it's 6, whether it's 7, just you want to wind that clock down, put a good sustained drive together where you can go in the half in a positive note, still within, let's just say, 1 score.
And then, of course, coming out of halftime, Concord is slated to receive as well.
Yeah.
So a chance potentially with a lengthy drive to possibly double up around halftime.
But they're down in that rough section of the field. We can continually see people slipping down that area.
From their own 26, out of the pistol, handoff Savard, stretch run left side, escapes one man, leans up to the 30.
Yeah.
Carves out 5 yards on the run in the end. Pretty good effort there from
Real good
Savard,
effort.
who's been the workhorse. Radulis with the tackle.
He kind of earned that on his own, Nick. There really wasn't a heck of a lot there. They're closing in, and then he was able to kind of leapfrog over the tackler coming in on his lower leg area there, and he got an extra 4 yards after that. So that's just great effort. They're going to need to continue to do this and burn this clock, because you don't want to give the Jaguars another opportunity with time on the clock. Got to answer here.
13-0 Windham, 2 touchdowns in this second quarter. Concord trying to get the sophomore quarterback back on track, and that's a pretty good way to do it. They feed the tight end up to the 40 for a first down, another completion for Reese Craig.
Yeah, like the watch how he works here on the replay. He sets himself, he stretches the field, then stops, fires it where it needs to be.
First catch for Benjamin Ryder, the senior. Tackle made by the safety, Philippe. His third stop. The team high for the Jags. 1st and 10, Concord from their own 41.
And they're burning the clock down to 4:23 here. Got to keep moving the ball, though.
They're going to surround the quarterback with 2 running backs in the backfield. Dunbar in motion, comes to a stop. Snap taken, 4-man rush, handoff, and Savard trying to squeeze a little juice through that A-gap, but not much, maybe a yard.
Yeah, they're
second down and 9.
Offense did win the line of scrimmage there, Nick, but then it just gets kind of stopped and held after about a yard over the line, and improvement, but a little ways to go here if they're going to be able to open up some good holes on the interior.
Parker.
Most of their yardage, sorry, Nick, has been on the outside edges.
Parker Francis with the tackle. Francis has been a key piece of the program last couple of years, the senior up front. Meanwhile, somebody jumped as Brooks Batson comes charging through the Concord line.
Well,
we get a flag along the line of scrimmage here.
After a while, a lot of successful blitzes starts getting in the offensive linemen's heads, and they start anticipating and say, geez, I can't lose this guy. And that movement takes a lot of discipline to stay there.
Yep.
But you do know your cadence calls. You got to hold.
5-yard false start against Concord. Second penalty against the visitors in this first half. We've seen 3 against Windham.
Yeah, we're down in distance. They're going to take some of the size off the line and bring in a little bit more speed and agility here in the nose guard position.
Upcoming 2nd and 14.
Very methodical here with the substitutions. I've been watching Coach Lee's subs.
Yeah.
Both teams, really, but specifically I've been watching them.
Empty set. Throw is tipped and incomplete.
Just in the, yeah, that's a problem when you're like 5'9", 5. You got to open up a pocket there.
Well, it's Radoilis again who gets a piece there.
He's a tall, just
another basketball player.
Great extension.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can see there the length factoring in on that tipped pass. So 3rd down and 14 for Concord.
These next 2 plays are big, Nick, for Concord. There's still 3:23 left, and they're still unable to advance it beyond the 50-yard line here in the second quarter. Pretty much as we talked about, played in the Windham zone the whole first quarter, really struggling to get out. It's a big play for them.
Yeah. 3rd down, 14 here. First down stick. It's on the other side of the 50. Craig somehow still got that one off, but it's incomplete through the hands of Savard. Wyndham's going to celebrate another defensive win.
As they should, Nick. The defense has been great. Concord just struggling with execution here. At a time they can ill afford it. You're down with 13 points, and got to make that catch. But that play was really foiled early on with a snap. Some of these, like the snaps and some of the situations we're seeing, are an offensive line that's having real struggles keeping up with the speed and the change-ups of the defensive pass rush and blitzes.
Savard's punt, high, short. Going to take a roll.
Takes a crimson roll.
Yep, inside the 25, and it's down at the 24. So no return on the play. But Windham okay with that. Their shutout's still intact. They've got 3 minutes and change to work here as they begin another drive at their own 25.
Yeah, I mean, that extra roll of another 10 to 15 yards, got 3:07 left. I don't see any timeouts on there, but I believe that they have 2 left, right? 1 left, okay. So Windham has 1 timeout left. So they still can play towards the middle of the field if they want to, at least on 1 play, and stop the clock. But it's a big time here for Concord. I mean, you don't want to go up 3 scores, or go down 3 scores, I should say, going into halftime. But something's going to have to happen with the offense where they start getting through the line quicker, Nick, and short, quick, crisp passes to open things up a little bit. It's just too conventional and taking forever to get through the line of scrimmage on these runs.
Here's an empty set on 1st and 10. Bergman slips a bit, throws, he's hit on the release, and it's incomplete. As a result, that grass has factored in, as you've highlighted repeatedly throughout this first half. Players consistently for both teams struggling to get some footing at times.
And it's interesting. It seems like it's down on the 20-yard line areas of both. A lot of play down there traditionally. That sections of the field get a lot of action, as we know.
And you see there the back foot not quite firm, and
a great rush by 55.
Yeah, he came in out of the blue to get a little bit of a piece there at the tail end. That brings the clock down to 3 minutes even. 2nd down and 10. Bergman a hard count, hands to Brealey, trying to get around the corner. He's met by Dunbar on the edge, and he's dropped at the 20-yard line.
Well, you're going to see Dunbar here on the replay in a second. What a terrific job. This is how you control the outside edge, but yet maintain separation so you don't get tied up with the offensive lineman. Watch this here. I don't know if we're going to get a good view here or not. But you just see him fight off of that containment and maintains that separation. I talk about this all the time. You got to have that left arm if you're defending from the right. You got to have that left arm on pushing him off. Don't let him lock you in. And do some. That's just terrific work right there.
Second tackle for Travis Dunbar. Ethan Dunbar is a member of that defense as well. That's number 54.
This is great read.
And there again is a tackle for a loss. This time it's Concord's Lucas Jefferson. The sophomore gets the receiver around the waist. Back-to-back negative plays for Windham.
Yeah, fundamentally sound defense here.
And now I think we have a timeout by Concord.
Yeah, why wouldn't they?
Coach Corcom's got his eye on getting the football back for the upcoming 4th and 14.
Yeah, that's just great defense. Both of these teams obviously have spent a little time in the film room because you don't make plays like that with that kind of pre-knowledge and premeditated attack without having a sense of what's going to happen, and we're seeing it on both sides of the ball. Good read. So I don't know what Coach Corcom's got planned in the offense, but my guess is he's a veteran, so he's probably going to be opening things up. He knows how important it is to get something on the board. You got to go in getting that goose egg off the board. What you really need here is, even if you get a little help from a muff punt or you get a good run back on your own, you just get in there. I don't see either kicker here today, Nick, overpowering, at least on the field goal kicks. A little tougher to hit off of real grass when it's kind of soft and mushy.
So Coviello
See what happens.
going to put his heels along the goal line here. The upcoming 4th and 23. I misspoke a moment ago. 4th and 23. 4th and long either way.
Returner is way back.
This one blocked. Savard with a two-hand stuff. Dunbar picks it up, returns it down to the 1 yard line.
What a big play right here. I don't know which number was the block. Who blocked
Savard.
Is that who it was?
Savard with the block. Dunbar the recovery. The football at the 1 yard line. That's the second takeaway by the Concord special teams in this first half.
Yes, but all made possible by a defense who just kept on reading and reacting to plays very effectively and made the Jaguars go in reverse. And then to come in and do that with 2:03 left, this changes the whole complexion going into the halftime if they can put this across the line.
Trying to make it a one-score game. First and goal from the 1. Handoff Savard, and they reward him for the block with a 1 yard touchdown run. Colin Savard has been the workhorse for Concord out of the backfield today, and he strikes gold on a 1 yard touchdown. 13-6 is now the Windham lead.
Strikes gold and gives oxygen to a team that was down 13-0. Now they're going in a half with one score if they can hold the Jaguars off. But there are 2 minutes left. There's still time here, but this kick is important right here. This will put it within 6 points.
They bring Patrick Owen back on.
Looks like we're going to have a game here, Nick, if they can go into the half like this, coming out in the third. And they receive the ball.
Hoping to trim the gap to 6.
Nice
the kick is up and perfect. So
How about that?
13-7. Boy, the field position, I don't remember a game where it's changed this drastically.
Back and forth, yeah.
So often in this first half.
I agree. You got to give this defense of Concord and the defense of Windham, the Jaguars as well. The defense has just owned basically the whole first half of what they've been able to accomplish. Big plays. We got tips down here with blitzing linebackers and falling on it and getting reception. Block kick here by the I still call it defensive form of the special teams. But
and
the
of
main
course,
defense have been fabulous.
Yeah,
on
and
both
of course
sides.
the opening kick as well was
a
special teams.
Yeah.
I guess, is that technically a turnover? Or no? We saw a line drive kick off one of the up men recovered by Concord.
I believe it's a blocked kick.
No, it wouldn't be a block kick.
No, I'm talking about here.
I'm talking about the opening play.
Oh, the opening play. I'm sorry. Yeah. No, I would call that a turnover.
A turnover by Windham, even though they never possessed the football.
Well, it's an onside kick. I honestly don't know.
Not sure how to
It's an
classify
onside
that
kick.
one. I suppose a takeaway
Nick.
would be the proper language there
Yeah.
because they did take the ball away. So I don't know. Either way, special teams has weighed in twice in Concord's favor.
Yep.
And each defense has one takeaway as well.
Absolutely. And overall, good defensive play by both teams. Wyndham's blitz packages have just been lethal against this offense. And, just bear in mind, that's essentially a defensive touchdown where it's only on the 1 yard line.
Right.
That's something else right there.
Here's Owen's kick. It's a squib up the middle. Coviello checking out his options.
Boy.
Finds some room to his right. Across the 45. He's at midfield. He's down to the Concord 45 before he steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line. Huge return for Coviello as special teams continues to make an impact.
You have to maintain no matter what. Goes way inside and gets caught. That's a big error there by number, I believe, 18. You have to maintain outside contain right there. He'll get talked to, and he'll learn from this. It's a young team, but he got caught inside. You got to basically stay out there on the outside edge and force that to go inside where your fellow tacklers are. So fundamental error right there with 150. That's a lot of time left when you got to run back into the all the way down the 40-yard line.
Again, Windham with one timeout remaining. On 1st and 10, quick throw, and that one sails a bit on Bergman. Incomplete. As he looks near side trying to find Josh Trudell.
That's
made
not the
2
first
catches
one.
in this first half.
Not the first one, Nick. He sailed today. Amped up, of course. Playing at home on Saturday.
Yep. Week number 8, lot on the line. Windham looking to extend their win streak to 6 straight. Chance to improve to 6-2 overall. Of course, Concord been up and down this season coming into today with a chance to get back to 500 with a win. They'd improved to 4-4. Of course, next weekend is the final weekend of regular season action. We get a 4-round Division I tournament coming up in November. Handoff, Brealey, and he's hit up front, does lean forward a bit.
Yep. He tends to get...
Yeah, he's got an extra couple there at the end of the run down to about the 38-yard line.
He's so strong, he carries people for 2 to 3 yards.
Right.
He gets hit at 1 yard and then carries them for another 2 or 3. It's a big play here for both teams, really, but Crimson defense has got to stand tall here.
Bergman double pumps, escapes the pocket, looks for the first down and has it.
Wow.
Down to the 20 before it's all said and done. Rolls his way down to the 17. That's a big scramble, a 21-yard pickup on third down.
Big scramble. He's a strong young man, Nick, right there. He has got power. He's very difficult to bring down if you tackle him high.
Meanwhile, no huddle for Windham.
That's a big-time run right there.
They get right to the line. They snap it. Bergman throws. Intercepted.
Wow.
Picked off as Jackson Graffour steps in at the goal line for the interception. The other Graffour with the takeaway for Concord.
You're going to see here he throws directly right into double coverage here. This is not a pass you throw. That was one of my keys for Bergman, was make sure he doesn't break throw. That's right into double, arguably triple coverage. Just a bad decision. A quarterback has got to learn if it's there or not. The thing is, this guy is a terrific player. He runs all the way down the field with a terrific run, gets his team on a heck of a run, and then throws in a triple. Got to work those out of the repertoire there and learn to just say, no, it's no good, tuck it and run.
Meanwhile, the Furores, and I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Finnegan and Jackson, a senior and a sophomore, each with an interception on defense today for Concord.
Concord's got to make sure they get to cross the end zone here. You can't get tackled in the end zone. They've been running, taking a long time to get through the...
And again, a case of extreme field position here with the football at their own 1. Handoff out of his end zone. It's Savard, and he's going to muscle his way across the 5 up to the 6. A little more breathing room there for Concord.
Yep, nice call by Coach Corkum. They had a good couple of blocks. A little kick out there on the backside, coming from the backside. And this is going to burn a lot of clock down. I don't think anybody's going to stop it. Opportunity lost there with for Windham by not being able to execute there. Quarterback, you know why they get paid $500 million or they get traded quick, because what happens is in the pros is you've got to learn to not make those bad decisions when you have that much allowed in your hands. It's just so important. And double coverage is one thing. Triple,
we may see the final play of the first half here as they go to Savard. The Concord senior is up to the 10, and that should bring us to halftime.
That should do it.
So, an interesting first half, Steve. Really has been with field position, special teams, defense, and, of course, a couple of short runs there sprinkled in for touchdowns as well. You add it all up, Windham's got 13, and Concord has 7, 24 minutes in the books.
Well, one thing for sure. Defense came to play today, and Concord showed a lot of toughness. Having that go down the field and then read the plays. I don't think I've seen a game in a while where I've seen both teams read each other's playbook ahead of time as the ball snapped. The film review on both of these teams has been outstanding. A lot of work has been put into this game. Makes sense given how important it is for both of these teams for where the seeding ultimately is going to be.
A lot on the line here in week number 8, and I'm sure each head coach with a lot to say to his respective team.
Absolutely.
At halftime. Good one brewing here in Windham, 13-7 at halftime. We've got an extended halftime here with the Windham marching band slated to take the field. We'll bring you some of that live, and of course, full recap of that first half, including stats, highlights, and an out-of-town Week 8 scoreboard
and possibly
as well.
some halftime chili, if I understand things
correctly.
correctly.
Let's see what we can do here.
We'll see what happens.
All right. Right back in a few minutes here. 13-7 Jaguars on top of the Crimson Tide at halftime. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Maybe it's leaning too close to your home. Maybe it's not healthy. Or maybe you just don't like it there. No matter what the reason is, if you need tree work or pruning, call Accurate Tree Service. They have the right equipment and expertise to properly diagnose, treat, or remove trees, no matter how difficult the terrain. Perhaps simple, careful pruning by our certified arborist is all you need to manage your trees and shrubs. When it comes to your tree care, contact the full-service tree care experts today, Accurate Tree Service, because you only get one chance to take a tree down right.
Are you a quarterback who is ready to take your game to the next level? Well, then it's time to join TKQB Academy. Founded by former UNH standout Trevor Knight, TKQB Academy has worked with student athletes from around New England, helping young quarterbacks to reach their full potential. TKQB Academy offers one-on-one and group sessions that will help you instantly improve your accuracy, timing, mechanics, and footwork. So be the best QB you can be at TKQB Academy. Call 603-732-7194 or reach out on Instagram at TKQBA. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include discount tickets, cards, and calendar raffles to hundreds of local merchants throughout the New England area. Don't waste another season. Raise more funds than ever before and become another football program in New Hampshire that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
And now, please welcome to the field your Windham High School dance team. Great job.
Halftime here in Windham. The Jaguars with a 13-7 lead over Concord as we get set to start the third quarter. Nick Anastas, Steve Beals with you. It's our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance. We're live on the roof of the press box here in Windham with a stomach full of chili. Set to go here in the second half. But let's review that first half. We had a scoreless first quarter. Defenses, well, they did their thing. Concord had a chance to get on the board first with a first and goal. Ultimately had to settle late in that first quarter for a 30-yard field goal attempt that was missed. And as a result, the quarter ended with 0-0 still up on the board. Offenses heated up a little bit in that second quarter. Windham went on a long drive, used two different quarterbacks. The starter, Adrian Bergman, finished the drive with a 1-yard touchdown run. The extra point was good. It was 7-0 with 4.5 gone by in the second quarter. Then Windham, well, they got an interception on a tip. Great play by Robert Durkin, set up the short field in the red zone, and again, it's Bergman who caps it off, this time from 2 yards out. 13-0 after the extra point missed. Ensuing series, Windham gets the football back, have to punt out of their own end. That punt was blocked. But the ball recovered at the 1-yard line, set up a 1-yard touchdown for senior running back Colin Savard, who led the way for Concord with 10 carries, 48 yards in that first half. Extra point was good. And that's where we are, Steve, 13-7, with Concord set to receive here to begin the third quarter.
Marnie Shambo, if you're out there, my dear, thank you so much for that absolutely unbeatable chili. It was fabulous. I was a little embarrassed when I heard what a fool I made of myself last week asking for chili, but boy, you sure made my belly feel good today. Thank you, Marnie, for everything, and the whole Windham support group and booster club. You're just amazing people, and you make this place a fun place to come to a game.
Meanwhile,
Thank you.
Day on the return is over the 30, and we are underway here in the third quarter. So Concord, again, 2 takeaways on defense, on special teams in that first half. They also had an interception defensively. Wyndham, as I mentioned, the 1 pick, set up one of the touchdowns in that second quarter. But despite winning the turnover battle, Concord trailing on the scoreboard here 13-7, hoping to remedy that on this opening drive of the second half. It'll open in the pistol. Get another look at the sophomore quarterback, Reese Craig, completed 5 passes for 35 yards in that first half. They're going to toss to Savard, and look out. 2, maybe 3 defenders are there. The first on the scene was Brooks Batson. It's his third stop. And all in all, a loss of 5 for Savard there, 2nd and 15.
Well, Nick, this is just more of the same here. Just taking a long time to get to the line of scrimmage, giving the defense a real opportunity for the Jaguars to kind of come up, give them a lot of time to attack the line of scrimmage, and by the time that Concord's at the line of scrimmage, they're already tackling from behind. It's just got a quick hit against this great defense, and we can see here why Windham has won, 5 games in a row, correct? Yeah,
a handful of plays like that. We've seen several losses of 5, 6, 7 yards.
Yeah, and Concord defense has done a heck of a job as well.
Savard, room this time, makes a man miss.
Nice run.
Skirts across the 35 up to the 37.
More north-south there, coming right at the line of scrimmage. You're asking a lot of an offensive line to hold the line and hold their blocks that long against this very well-trained defensive line. And that's what happens. Their handwork and their technique is outstanding to get separation. So you got to come after it really, really quickly. And a run like that just shows you what that young man can do when he gets the ball in his hands.
Forced Noah Philippe to come from the second level, third level, to make the stop. The safety has played well. Now a team-high 4 tackles unofficially. Savard, meanwhile, sets up Concord for third and manageable here. 3rd and 5 after that 9-yard pickup a moment ago. Empty set, Savard in motion. They fake to him. They keep it with the quarterback, and Craig has got a first down.
This is much more, these last two plays, Nick, much more of what you want to see if you're a Crimson fan, to be able to attack that line like that and then do a fake and then run right at it again. North, south, in through quick. Let's see if they can get something cooking here. But
that's the first rush attempt for the young quarterback. A 9-yard pickup for the 5'9" sophomore.
Yeah, Coach Lee not happy with these two gains right here.
Yeah, back-to-back big runs. 9-yard chunk plays for Concord.
Yep.
Turn what was a 2nd and 14 into a first down. So fresh set here at their own 46.
Nobody other than the quarterback in the backfield.
Savard's going to move now. Again, they fake to him. Same play. Craig to his right.
Nice
this
tackle.
Time, is tackled only a yard downfield.
Wow.
From the second level, that's Jonathan Brealey. He's starting to check in here, the sophomore with his third tackle.
Yeah, that's a sophomore making a play like that. That's both of these teams, Nick, got some really good sophomores. You've called them out all through the game.
Yeah.
These programs are
well
set.
And one of the first things Coach Corkum said to us back on Thursday's FNL Gridiron was that he's had to lean on that young sophomore class, that class of 2028. And they have, for the most part, delivered really
7 or 8 on the field any
since
given
day
time.
one, right?
Yeah, that says a lot, right? The offensive line looks pretty young as well, Nick, but they're able to hold their blocks, for a second or two. That's why they got to get through then.
2nd down and 9.
The running game, I mean.
4 men up front for Windham defensively. They go to Savard. He goes behind left guard and gets up to midfield.
Yeah, this is totally different than what you saw in the first half of the running game. Really moving across the line of scrimmage much quicker.
Tackle by Anthony Menina.
It's just so much more difficult. You have less time to read your keys.
4-yard gain for Savard. Sets up 3rd down and 5.
Then you start using your keys offensively, using your pulls and as decoys. That makes it even more difficult because you can't count on it every single time. You have to stay home.
This third quarter drive already 4 minutes old.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Will it continue here? 3rd down and 5 from the Windham 49-yard line. Again, 2 receivers each side. Craig looks, throws, quick pass, knocked down and incomplete.
Tell you.
Estrella gets his left hand on it. He's fired up. The Wyndham sideline is fired up. It's 4th and 5.
That's at least 4 tips today, Nick, by this defensive front defensive unit from Windham. They have batted balls down. They've had good coverage. They're in the lane. They have their hands up all the time. That's just done by drilling over and over and over. Get your hands in the air when the quarterback throws, and it's paying off some dividends today for them.
Yep, big 3rd down stop there. And now Windham set to get it back here. Savard on to punt from his own 40. Gets off a good one.
Yeah.
It's down the middle. It's high. It's going to be fielded by Blanco. Makes his way to his right across the 20, the 25 before he's spun down and tackled by Concord's Chase Haskell.
Yeah, Chase Haskell deserves the tackle.
27.
Chase Haskell deserves the tackle, but number 19, Duffy, is it Trevin Duffy?
Trevin Duffy.
Yeah, he did the contain. Watch the contain, number 19. See him? He will not allow anything outside, and that's why he has to turn upfield. Nice job.
Staying disciplined there.
It's a team game.
All right, so Windham, they get the stop they wanted. They take over here with 4.5 gone by 3rd quarter. Their 13-7 lead is still on the board. Again, Windham looking for their 6th straight win heading into next weekend's season finale. 2 receivers each side, 4-man front for Concord. The running back is Brealey. They give it to him. Left side run. Breaks a tackle. Goes across the 30 before he's swallowed up by Concord's Finnegan Graffour.
It's one of those runners, Nick, you'll look at. You'll see it right here, how elusive he is as far as tackling him. Watch him when he takes the handoff, the vision. He's already looking up. He sees what's coming, and he's got great side-to-side, very, very subtle side-to-side moves, and he's got his team a lot of yardage today, and yardage that really counted when they needed it.
Been the leading ball carrier for Windham, 7 carries, 25 yards in that first half unofficially. Adds 5 more to the total there. 5 minutes in, 3rd quarter, 2nd down and 6. They fake to Brealey this time, and the quarterback goes down.
Yep.
As Concord with two defenders in the backfield very quickly for what looks like a 3-yard loss.
Well, you're going to do a read there. You got to know when to hand it off, and that was clear. That was the time to hand it off. Just read it wrong. He'll get back to the drawing board. Found out this young man's a sophomore. Certainly kind of plays, to me, Nick, better than a typical sophomore as far as
that's Ethan Dunbar.
That's Ethan. Okay,
yeah.
His brain chip there.
Travis is the senior.
Travis.
Ethan is the sophomore.
I'm sorry, but he's looking good.
Here's Wright on the rollout. Makes a completion on 3rd and 12, but it's not enough as Coviello is knocked out of bounds shy of the 35-yard line. Looks like 4th and 5 on the way. And
doing a good job here.
Windham.
Doing a good job working down the field. Coach Lee just using all of his quarterback assets today, looking to find a comfort zone here. But give this Concord defense credit. Defenses today for both sides have played really tremendous. Got a 13-7 game.
Back to receive for Concord, number 4.
Anything can happen, folks. Stay with us.
And Concord forcing pretty good 3-and-out there to get the ball back very quickly.
Yep.
In fact, only 45 seconds off the clock. High kick out of bounds. Question is, where did it cross the boundary?
I think it's going to be on the 49.
Somewhere near midfield, maybe
right
at
midfield.
At the 50, yep.
Yeah, Jason's got it figured out there.
Punt out of bounds, 1st and 10
So only a 16-yard punt there, despite no return. So Concord will take it.
Yeah.
Short field here as they begin the drive. At midfield, able to move the football coming out of halftime, but ultimately ended their last drive with a punt.
For any of you folks who are not subscribers,
yes,
please subscribe to look at FNLNH Media if you're watching. Love to have more subscribers. Love to have you join us as part of the group.
Easy to find on YouTube.
Yep.
Again, Friday Night Lights New Hampshire on YouTube at FNLNH Media. Midway through the third quarter, Concord takes over, trailing 13-7. They hand to Savard. He's got a crack of daylight left side.
That's all he needs.
The 45 down to the 43. More tough running for the Concord senior. Another 7
Very
days
much so.
tally.
Done a lot of it today, Nick. Like I say, that if you look at that, look at the time here. You're going to look at it. Watch how quickly he's through the hole. He's already at the line of scrimmage right there. It's making a huge difference in their offensive capabilities to move the football. They're running downhill right now and making it more difficult for the Jaguars to defend. But every time we say that, the Jaguars defense will come up with a big play at the right time and force a punt. So just kind of a back-and-forth battle here.
2nd down and 3. You can hear the visitor sideline.
Yeah.
And the home sideline. It's been back and forth in that regard this afternoon. Meanwhile, this one's swallowed up.
Nice defense.
That's Cam Carbone down there. 6 foot, 270-pound senior with a nice solo tackle. Holds Savard to no gain. We've got a 3rd and 3.
6'4"?
6 foot even.
6 foot even.
270-pounder.
Okay, yeah.
Carbone.
I thought you said 6'4", Nick. Sorry.
No. A couple of stops there. He's either the nose in the 3-4 or he's one of those DTs
one of the
down
tackles,
there.
Yep.
And
now they're going to go to the 4.
He's made a difference so far. Another big 3rd down on the way, 3rd and 2. Concord hoping to continue the drive here. Ultimately would like to take their first lead of the afternoon. Savard left side, and that should be enough. He's across the 40 down to the 38, maybe the 37. 5-yard carry, and he carried Roy Dulis with him, who made the tackle.
Much less of an arc running on the runs, Nick. They're going right for the line of scrimmage, even when they're going off tackle. Watch him. He's scraping right along the line of scrimmage and then turns up first set of daylight, gets his team a first down. This drive just keeps going, and a lot of time coming off the clock on this drive.
Savard, unofficially the leading ball carrier for both teams. Today's leading rusher, 68 yards on 16 carries. 4 minutes to go, third quarter. 1st and 10 for Concord. From the Windham 38, Savard up the middle, jammed up. Francis comes in over the top, but again, I think it was Carbone who really stuffed things up the middle there. Only a 1-yard gain for Savard, 2nd and 9.
Cody Haskell gets stood up a little bit on the block. He comes out. He's got to watch him. He's got to fire a little lower on that play. You're going to see it right here, and that's what took away the running lane. See, he's standing straight up, and you got to come out in order to move. And
Easier said than done against Carbone.
Well, it is easier said than done, and he's been doing it most of the game. That particular time,
it's been a good battle to watch.
It sure has.
Meanwhile, quick throw. Savard the catch along the sideline.
Clearly.
The Windham coaching staff, they wanted a hold there.
Well, it was clearly a hold. Just
no call.
No call, didn't see it. And that happens, but.
So Savard with a catch. We've got ourselves, a 3rd and 5 after that 6-yard gain.
Probably 2-down territory here. Although I said that before, and he put down a great kick all the way down to the 2 or 3. Actually, ended up at the 5-yard line there. So who knows here, but probably going to be a down and distance decision.
3rd and 5. Concord 2 for 2 on the drive on 3rd down.
Really surprised there's no runner in the backfield in this play. Maybe he'll jet.
Yep. Pitch, Savard in trouble, and that's not going to help.
Boy.
Another big loss there. Windham with 2 players on the scene, including Durkin, who gets another tackle. And a 9-yard loss is the result. 4th down and 14.
Well, you quick hit all the way down the field. You get first downs. You move with the markers, and then you throw a pitch literally almost behind the quarterback. So, that's just a defensive end looks at that and just says, thank you so much. I do not understand that one there, Nick, to be honest with you.
So a punt on the way as they drop back Savard to his own 47-yard line. That's Blanco back deep at the 10 for Windham. Steps into this one. It's straight away. Blanco lets it bounce inside the 15, rolls inside the 10.
He's got
and
away.
It's down at the 7.
He's got away with those kicks, Nick. He's just doing a terrific job for Concord today.
A net gain of
pinning
35
them down
there.
deep. He just kind of hits like a dead knuckleball down there, and when it hits the ground, it just kind of bounds. He's able to keep it out this side of the goal line. He's been a factor today for them as far as field position.
Yep. And field position has been a big factor for both teams here throughout the 3 quarters. We had a scoreless first quarter. Windham put up 2 touchdowns in that second quarter, both Adrian Bergman runs. Concord blocked a punt. And then the next play ran it in from a yard out, Colin Savard. 13-7 our score at half, and here with 2:18 to go in the third, we're still at 13-7 Windham. Handoff really on 1st and 10. Dunbar jumps on his back at the 10 and takes him down after a short 3. Well, he's going to churn out a couple of yards at the end of that run, as Brealey tends to do. In the end, a 5-yard gain there for the Windham runner, Michael Brealey.
Tackled him high, but the way he met him, he had good leg position on him, and he kind of drove him back there, and no yards after the catch. That's something, Nick, that's an art in itself defensively, that when you know how to form tackle properly, you can keep the runner at the point of contact. That can add up to 40, 50, 60, 70 yards a game oftentimes or more.
2nd and 6. 90 seconds to go, third quarter. Concord's going to blitz. Windham's going to run right into the teeth of it. And again, Brealey's going to push that pile. First down up to the 20. How about a 9-yard gain there on back-to-back carries for Brealey?
Yeah, Brealey's done obviously spent a little time in the weight room, Nick. You don't get that. You can't carry 3 guys like that without doing some extra work. And he's been the workhorse for them today. I don't know what he's got for carries and yardage, Nick, but it's
up to 10 carries now and
70 yards.
No. He only had 25 in that first half. He's got 19 on 3 carries here in the quarter.
Oh, I thought he had like around 60 or 70.
So he's up to 44 unofficially.
Very hard, very good yardage though, as far as achieving first downs.
Right. And he's looked better in this third quarter.
Yes, he has.
Final minute. They go back to him, makes a man miss in the hole, and again refuses to go down at the 25. No. They're going to give him the 25, a 4-yard carry there for Brealey.
Well, he protects the ball very, very well. You can see him there. He's got that forward lean, and the ball's tucked there at the hips with a good protection. So he's a secure runner for you. You can count on him. And what really amazes me is he gets 2 yards before the tackle is hit, and he carries them for an extra 2 or 3 after that. He's done that repeatedly today.
Yep.
And given Coach Lee some hard-earned yardage here.
All right, I'm not sure if Windham has to run a play here. We're down to 10 seconds in the quarter. We may or may not see a snap.
I think he's going to.
Looking over at the home sideline, and the young sophomore quarterback is going to allow the clock to expire. We had a scoreless first quarter. We have a scoreless third quarter as well. Still 13-7. Anybody's guess as we head to the fourth. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week. It's presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Fourth quarter set to begin here in Windham. Nick Anastas, Steve Beals with you in our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week. Presented by Beals Insurance. This one a fun one. Low scoring, Steve, but evenly matched. Some good hitting on both sides.
Great hitting on both sides. You just kind of feeling at the start of the fourth quarter, you're waiting for something to snap one way or the other.
Yeah.
Either it's almost like a next score wins type mentality out there right now. Somebody's going to have to.
Windham hoping to add to their lead here as they begin the fourth quarter with the football, and they are going to let the sophomore quarterback run wild. Jackson Wright to his left. However, a penalty marker is down back at the 32-yard line.
Wow. Boy, how many of those have stopped drives on both sides, Nick?
It's a hold against Windham.
Yep.
That's also the first penalty either way since halftime.
That's right.
And the fourth of the day against the Jaguars. 4 now for 33 yards.
Well, Jackson, you're going to see, as you just saw, just does a great job choosing his lane. And had a first down for his team, but all gets called back. What a turnaround that is. Instead of 1st and 10 on the 40-yard line, you're all the way back to the, probably the 20, right?
Well, they're trying to figure out exactly where the hold occurred.
Where the hold was, yeah.
It was down near the first down stick. So I think they're going to mark it off at the 32. So football should be at the 22.
22, 23.
Yep.
No, 22. You're right.
Yep. Okay, so that means it's 2nd down and 9 coming up.
Yep.
This one has been fun to call. Scoreless first quarter. Windham scored the first 13 points in the second quarter. Back-to-back short touchdown runs from starting quarterback Adrian Bergman. A big block punt just before halftime set up Concord with a 1-yard touchdown run of their own from Colin Savard. And that's where we've been since halftime, 13-7 in favor of Windham. Jaguars looking for their 6th straight win. Stretch run, Braley can't quite turn the corner, and now a flag does come out late. Perhaps a face mask on the way. That's certainly what the Windham coaching staff up here saw.
Well, you could clearly see, Nick. You're going to see here how his head jerks back. I don't know if they got the mask or not, but it certainly looked like it. Let's see here.
It looks like 21 in white.
Yeah.
That's Concord's
I didn't
Edison.
see 21 pull the mask, Nick. I did see his hand over it, and that's going to get the call most of the time.
Edison Herrera Rama.
Yep.
The flag is a face mask on the defense.
So there's a 15-yard gain right there.
Yeah, Concord took a personal foul in the first half as well. One of their just 2 penalties in that first half. They also had a false start. So all in all now 3 for 35 for Concord, and again 4 for 33 for Windham. 1st and 10.
Kind of interested in this play call here. If you're just kind of waiting for some sort of a play here that's going to break it.
Concord's got an extra man up front. They keep it with Wright. He escapes trouble to his right. Is hit at the sideline and knocked out of bounds as Jackson Gafford lays the wood.
Number 19, Jackson Wright on the quarterback.
1, maybe 2 on the carry there for the sophomore, 2nd and long.
Boy, great job coming up. Watch him. He sees it all along, and that's just stops him right in his place there. That's good defensive play. The anticipation early. He read the play. He knew exactly where he was going. He could see him getting strung outside, and there you go. Big play there.
Jackson Wright at the controls here. Played a little bit in that first half. In fact, played well. Completed 3 passes.
He did.
On the lone drive, he saw action. Roy Dulis in trouble on a stretch run and Concord on him like a pack of wolves. The first on the scene, Travis Dunbar, his 4th tackle.
We're seeing it on both defenses, though, Nick. It's just the offenses are just just not getting forward. If you look at how long he goes, there's just no way. Number 54 in there.
It's Ethan Dunbar again.
Ethan Dunbar again. Boy, how many times have you called his name today?
Ethan and Travis in on the stop. All in all, an 8-yard loss on the carry for Roy Dulis.
So 3rd, and needless to say, a long way, probably 17 yards.
Officially 3rd and 16, yeah. But I'm with you. It's more like 3rd and 17. 2.5 gone by, 4th quarter. First down stick is all the way up at the Windham 49-yard line. Concord will blitz. 5-man rush. Wright throws to his right. Sliding catch made from the ground by Coviello.
Field giving way. And
only a 2-yard gain there.
Yeah, but the field's giving way, Nick. He just couldn't get his footing. Everybody's plant step seems to be kind of sinking in a little bit and sometimes completely slipping out. But that pass had a lot to do with that as well.
4th down.
Yeah, I don't understand why we're not going downfield vertically here. The east-west stuff is really
well. At least they completed the
involved.
pass from Wyndham's perspective. They complete the pass, the clock ticks. Meanwhile, this one is blocked as it goes out of play. Concord blocked one in the first half. Wyndham returns the favor here in the 4th quarter.
Are you ready?
I'm sorry, I had it the wrong way. Concord,
yeah,
gets their 2nd block of the afternoon. Sets up another short field as they come on at the Jaguar 35.
This is special teams weekend. I mean, both of these games, last night and today, special teams, block punts, block kicks, onside kicks. Great kicks down on the near the goal line. Kicks that are short. Now it's having a huge factor in the game.
Yep.
And
you mentioned last night's broadcast in Manchester between Memorial and Pinkerton.
Watch that game, folks.
Please do. It's on our YouTube channel. Handoff on 1st down.
How about this guy?
Yeah, he's going to spin his way out of trouble as Savard turns a broken play into a 5-yard gain down to the Jaguar 30.
It's the year of the kick and the spin. Spin moves. So many running backs are using that right now, and they're doing it in a way that's very effective for yards after the initial contact, and they're doing a great job securing the football at the same time.
Right. 4 yards officially for Savard as he continues to march his way towards the century mark. 10 carries, 48 yards in that first half, and a boatload more since. Meanwhile, sophomore Ethan Dunbar sprints over to the Concord sidelines. He may have an equipment issue to deal with.
Yeah,
it looks like his replacement, Jacob Manso, takes his spot in the huddle.
Yeah, they can ill afford not having him on the field, Nick. He has been a solid contributor today.
And from what I understand, kind of a pleasant surprise for Concord. Didn't expect much. Perhaps at the beginning of the year had a different jersey number.
Yep.
He's become a two-way starter and really a two-way star for Concord this afternoon. 2nd down and 6.
Just great
Look
defensive plays. Unbelievable. 51.
You know who that is, Steve, by now. That's Robert Durkin.
Robert Durkin.
He had the interception in the first half. He makes his 5th tackle, and he's hit 3 of those for a loss.
He came to play the opening kickoff, Nick. He's been at it all game long and just slicing through the line. One thing on the defensive line of the Jaguars, Nick, has impressed me is getting separation from the offensive unit. Individual matchups that have taken place, battles that have taken place, and the technique that they have has really helped them get in the backfield. But it's also supported by great timed blitzes and doing it from all different members of the defensive squad.
3rd down, 11. 1st down stick at the 25. 5 minutes in already. 4th quarter. Craig sprints to his right. in trouble. Throws it at the last second, and it's incomplete along the sideline.
All right. Well,
Tried to shovel it along the boundary to Dunbar, but Dunbar not quite ready, and now we have a 4th and 11.
Watch number 51 again, Mr. Durgan. Fight for contain. You see that? I don't know if we got another view again, but that number 51 right there made that play. He wanted outside. He fought for outside position to contain it.
And Thomas Sylvain nearly had a sack as a result.
I don't know if we have it from the top, but
looks like Concord, Steve, wants to go for it.
Here it is from up top. Watch Durkin. See him fight? He fights and forces that inside, slows him down.
4th and 11 here coming up.
I'm sorry, I just get so excited about good football. That's good football, Mr. Durkin.
We got a whistle, and we have a timeout.
Timeout, Concord.
Coach Corkum calls the first timeout of the second half. Our broadcast brought to you by Beals Insurance. Locations in Bedford, Londonderry, and Epping. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance. Get you the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Visit BealsInsurance.com. Also by MG Sports Fundraising. That's fundraising made easy. MG Sports Fundraising is the official fundraising partner of Friday Night Lights New Hampshire. Visit MGSportsFundraising.com. Start raising money for your team today. By TKQB Academy. Be the best QB you can be. Call Trevor Knight at 603-732-7194 or reach out on Instagram at TKQBA. By Accurate Tree Service, because you only get one chance to take a tree down right. Visit AccurateTree.com for a free estimate. And finally, by Jewett Construction. Planning, architecture, construction management. Come join us to build something great. And apply for a trades scholarship as well at JewettConstruction.com. Nick Anastas, Steve Beals with you. It's our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week presented by Beals Insurance. Concord going for it on 4th and 11. Craig's pass is complete. Nicholas Marquis with a sliding grab along the sidelines, just barely enough to get the first down, a 12-yard completion.
I love quarterbacks that can extend plays and roll out. And look at that throw. He's got to get over Joseph Estrella, and he does. That nice pass right there, but it all comes from getting out early, not waiting too long inside the pocket to allow that defensive containment. He breaks outside of it, forces the defensive back up, and you got a complete pass.
Sophomore to sophomore connection there. Craig to Marquis. That's the first grab for Marquis, and it comes in the fourth quarter. Nearing the midway point, approaching the red zone now. Concord with a 1st and 10 from the 23. Handoff, Savard hit right away and dropped. That's Thomas Sylvain. Almost had a sack a moment ago. This time has a tackle for a loss. It's a -1 on the run there for Savard, 2nd and 11.
Brooks Batson was in there, number 52 as well, Nick. Doing a good job assisting on the tackle there.
Yeah, Batson's been great today.
But you're right.
As has Estrella, who was in the area.
Yep.
Really a team effort. Not just today, Steve, but Windham is
they're playing as a unit.
Has gotten contributions right across the board defensively all season.
Yep.
Hoping that group can come up with one more stop here. Windham with a 13-7 lead as we tick, tick, tick. Down to 5 minutes. 2nd down and 11. They fake the handoff. Craig going to throw. Leaves it up for grabs, and this one is incomplete. In the end zone, Benjamin Ryder, the senior tight end, had the step, reached out with that right hand, but couldn't reel it in off the fingertips, and incomplete, 3rd and 11.
Yeah, I mean, that one, look at it, goes up in the air. I'm surprised he doesn't have both hands up in the air, Nick, trying to grasp that, but I think it kind of threw it over the backside of his body. Yeah, that's exactly what happened, but doesn't hurt to throw both hands up there, trying to make a grasp there.
Gutsy throw under pressure as well by Craig. He's taking some big hits.
He's a sophomore.
And again, he's a smaller sophomore at 5'9", 155.
Yep, but he's a heady kid.
And tough.
Yes.
3rd and 11. Empty set for Craig. Screen over the
call.
top. Dunbar has to avoid the official. Lunges down to the 15, and it's going to be stopped short of the 1st down. Looks like 4th and 2 coming up here for Concord after a 9-yard gain through the air to Dunbar.
I like the call, Nick. I mean, they're starting to stack the box, and then they'll release the cornerbacks. No screwing down here on the cornerback and safety play. So I love that call, and I dare say if he had a little better vision, if he didn't bump into the official, he may have been able to grab a little bit more yardage, but that's all part of the game. It just is what it is. And the official was not out of position by any means. He's right where he needed to be.
4th and 2.5, it looks like.
But center screen there. Big play right here.
Empty set. Windham crowding the line defensively. 5 receivers, 3 to the right. Craig takes a low snap, scrambles to his left, and there's Durkin. With a big sack again. Big play, Durkin. Boy, oh boy, is he having an afternoon. None more timely than that tackle there as Windham forces a turnover on downs.
I'm not a big guy that's into player of the game and all that stuff. I'm not into that. It takes a team effort. But I will tell you, Durkin is pushing that envelope a little bit here. He is dominant today. Yeah. And as you said, Nick, not dominant in the second half, although he has been. Dominant the whole game since the opening kickoff. I
don't know how many tackles for a loss. At least 4.
Yeah.
Had a big sack right there. Had an interception in that first half. And, of course, he's accustomed to putting out these gaudy stat lines. He had 4 sacks in one game.
Right.
A game we did against Salem on the road earlier this season. Meanwhile, Windham takes over. Adrian Bergman is back in at quarterback. And he takes it up to the 30-yard line for a 3-yard gain there. That gets the clock rolling again. More importantly, we're inside of 4 minutes.
All of those things that get into the stats, I totally agree, Nick. But it's what he does that doesn't show up in the stat sheet as well. He's a complete ball player and very unselfish. When he's called upon and he's got to make the blitz, he gets it done. But behind the scenes, he's turning runs inside. He's pressuring the quarterback from the backside. He's doing all kinds of little things that never register on the stat sheet but help teams win games.
So now Windham trying to nurse this thing and get it over the finish line with a 13-7 lead. They stay on the ground, and Braley takes his time, spins to his right. He's got a first down before he's sliced down at about the 40-yard line, a 10-yard gain there. As Braley seems to be getting better as the game has gone on.
Totally.
Another first down for Windham, and the longest run of the day by the Jaguar Junior. You can see there, spins his way out of trouble before he's eventually dragged down from behind by Benjamin Ryder. Now again, Coach Lee hoping to maximize that play clock. In between snaps here, we're inside of 3 minutes, 2:50 and counting. Concord needs some good fortune here. They need to stop, and they need it quickly. Coach Corkum kind of pacing the sidelines here, praying his defense can make a play.
Great.
And here's a play, yep.
52, I believe.
Into the backfield in a hurry. That's Jax Aaron Giachenko. I haven't said his name today, but
he's a
what better time than now? A big loss there of 3.
Watch
and
him
now a
come
timeout by Concord.
Watch him come to the line. Just squares right up. I don't understand why his blocker left him, but he was smart. He just stayed square right there and then gradually closed in. That's a big, big play right there on first down.
Timeout stops the clock with 2:22 to go. So Concord going to freeze things. And as a result there, the 3-yard loss. Yeah, it's second down and long coming up. Well, it's been a fast-moving game. We've had 2 scoreless quarters. Our first quarter was blank, and our third quarter. All the action on the scoreboard took place in the second quarter. Windham back-to-back quarterback touchdowns. Adrian Bergman, a 1-yard run, then a 2-yard run. Made it 13-0 about midway through that second quarter. Concord blocked a punt, recovered at the 1, and then one play 1 yard later, Colin Savard took it in. 13-7 our score at halftime. 13-7 still our score here with 2:22 to go in the game.
What do we got for timeouts left on each team? I don't know. I think
it's 2 each, but
I'm not sure. I think it's 2 each. That's what I had. Yep. So that's probably it.
Second down and 13. Hand off Braley, and again hit in the backfield. Ethan Dunbar. A team-high 6 stops today on the edge, the sophomore. Wraps up Braley. It's another loss of 3 for Windham. Third down and 16 on the way.
Let's not lose sight of Concord's ability with their technical expertise on defense as well, Nick. Getting separation there, just shooting the proper and holding the gaps and just closing in, doing a good job containing as well. There's just not a lot of running lanes out there in this east-west stuff.
No.
To me, the only way you can attack these defenses straight on, right downhill, hit through the line, and that's what both of these offenses have really got to be looking at that.
Coach Corkum not going to call a timeout here. Clock ticking. We're down to 90 seconds. Big third down, 3rd and 17. Out of the gun. Fake the handoff. No, they do give it to Brealey. He bounces to the right, looks for the sideline, and is taken down inbounds at about the 43-yard line. Stop made by Edison Herrerimana. And now Coach Corkum, I believe, is going to use the timeout to stop the clock with 1:13 remaining.
Yeah, he wanted to make sure of the down and distance situation, Nick, after third down, and then he's going to call it. And probably a wise move. Now he can regain possession, and the clock will stop there, and then he's still got one left. So that's what this is going to come down to. This 6-point differential here. Concord's going to get the football if everything goes well on special teams for them. And they're going to have an opportunity to close this thing out one way or the other, or that great defense of the Jaguars are going to hold.
Again, if Concord does complete the comeback and get the road win, that's their fourth, would be. Good hand, Steve. It would be their fourth win of the season.
That's the fourth time I've done it, no wonder.
Windy up here on the rooftop. And
put that big thermos.
Yeah, there we go.
There. Yeah, that won't move.
Of course, more importantly, a chance to get to 500 with a win for Concord. Windham, they've got their 5-game win streak on the line here. If they can hang on, they improve to 6-2, a chance to close out the regular season next week against Londonderry with what could be their 7th straight win.
Absolutely. 1:13 left. It's important that Concord gets good field position here because the way the offenses both have been moving the ball today, it's going to take a while.
4th down, punt. Line drive, rolls left side, and comes to a stop.
Yep, might have had 2 men deep there, or one player over on that side that's got good running capability, Nick. They kind of left it wide open for him, but the punting today has been not necessarily booming. One of them was, but very strategic and executed well on both sides of the football today.
We have not seen a punt return.
Yeah.
Either, and then that plays into your point about placement. Right.
Yeah.
All right, minute and change to go. Does Concord have enough to go the distance here? They're going to have to move the football 75 yards. They need a touchdown to tie, a touchdown and an extra point to take the lead.
A coach in football, Nick, I always cringe when my punter accidentally hit it to the top running returner.
1st down. Roll right. Craig. Intercepted.
Oh, wow, what a big one.
Did he get his feet down? Yes, he did. Picked off by Joe Estrella Jr. and the Windham sideline erupts. What a catch. And had the presence of mind to toe tap as well before going out of bounds. That one essentially could seal it for Windham here with 59 seconds.
Yeah, defense again, Nick, and again and again, and 50 more against today on both sides of the football. It was really who was going to win the last defensive play, and right now it looks certainly like Windham is in position to have that last defensive play.
Yeah, Concord, I think, out of timeouts.
Yeah.
And with 59 seconds, even with one timeout,
hard-fought
they cannot
game.
stop Windham. So Bergman's going to take the knee, trigger the clock, and it looks like the Jaguars are going to escort this one home. 13-7 for their 6th straight victory. Who would have thought? They were 0-2. Remember, opened up. They were shut out in week 1 against Pinkerton. Went south down to Massachusetts. Took on a strong Bay State program in Central Catholic.
Yeah.
Nobody really talking about Windham. And then they get a win, they get a win, they get a win, they get a win. Now 6 straight after beating Concord on their home field. 13-7 here this afternoon in our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire game of the week.
Look at the size of Estrella, and how does a guy move like that with that kind of agility and that kind of size at the same time? But he's just got that Warren Sapp kind of built-in motor. I've been watching him play like we talked about him earlier. He's all over the place. He's not just in the trenches, Nick. He's everywhere. And, boy, what a Johnny on the spot that was. Great play. And as he looks up and gives the number 1 signal up to the booth up here, and he certainly was a big part of that today.
Good game. We'll break it down next. 13-7 the final postgame on the other side. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Maybe it's leaning too close to your home. Maybe it's not healthy. Or maybe you just don't like it there. No matter what the reason is, if you need tree work or pruning, call Accurate Tree Service. They have the right equipment and expertise to properly diagnose, treat, or remove trees, no matter how difficult the terrain. Perhaps simple, careful pruning by our certified arborist is all you need to manage your trees and shrubs. When it comes to your tree care, contact the full-service tree care experts today, Accurate Tree Service, because you only get one chance to take a tree down right.
Are you a quarterback who is ready to take your game to the next level? Well, then it's time to join TKQB Academy. Founded by former UNH standout Trevor Knight, TKQB Academy has worked with student athletes from around New England, helping young quarterbacks to reach their full potential. TKQB Academy offers one-on-one and group sessions that will help you instantly improve your accuracy, timing, mechanics, and footwork. So be the best QB you can be at TKQB Academy. Call 603-732-7194 or reach out on Instagram at TKQBA. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include discount tickets, cards, and calendar raffles to hundreds of local merchants throughout the New England area. Don't waste another season. Raise more funds than ever before and become another football program in New Hampshire that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
Well, we had a good game to cover today, Steve. We really did. A defensive battle in this one. 13-7 ends up being the final. All of the scoring took place in the second quarter. Saw some big plays on special teams, big plays on defense. Field position was a major factor this afternoon. And all in all, it kind of makes for a short recap here as we pick things up early second quarter. Windham takes advantage of a short field, a 1-yard touchdown run by Adrian Bergman. Made it 7-0. Ensuing series, Robert Durkin, an interception in the red zone for Windham. Another short field, another short touchdown run for the starting quarterback, Bergman. This one from 2 yards out. Extra point missed, 13-0 midway through that second quarter. Special teams factoring in, as I mentioned. Concord blocks a punt. They recover at the Windham 1. And one play later, get a 1-yard touchdown from Colin Savard. Savard busy today for Concord, 20 carries, 63 yards unofficially, and that 1-yard touchdown. 13-7 our score at halftime. Second half, both teams moved the ball a little bit here and there, but not perhaps as consistently as each head coach would like. But both these coaches pleased with the way their defenses played after halftime. Again, big interception to seal it. Down the stretch, Joe Estrella with a pick along the sidelines for Windham. Some consistent running from Michael Breeley helped to ice things in that second half for Windham. Breeley finishes with 15 carries for 60 yards. Also 2 catches for 15. And again, a 2-quarterback approach works for Coach Lee in week number 8. The starter Bergman scores twice, but certainly Jackson Wright looked pretty good at times today. 4 completions and no turnovers for the youngster as he orchestrated things pretty well between the two of them. They get enough offense to get it done here. 13-7 Windham has now won 6 in a row. They're 6-2. They're right in the hunt, right behind Pinkerton in the central race. Concord licking their wounds at 3-5, hoping to get back to winning football next week against Timberlane. Steve, your final thoughts?
Yeah, I was just going to say, you're going to have Windham hosting Londonderry here next Saturday.
Yep.
And then you're going to have Concord hosting Timberlane at home next week. A absolute must-win for Concord. Concord most likely never counted out because you never know what's going to happen from week to week, but probably has lost the opportunity for a preliminary home game as a result of this loss today. But if they win next week in Week 9 and close out a win against Timberlane, which won't be easy, then at that point I think there's a very good chance they're going to be in that preliminary round. Hope for their sake they are, because they showed a lot of talent today in Concord. And with all these sophomores playing, they're going to get playoff experience and see how far they can take it. So as far as Windham is concerned, Nick, there's a couple things. They did what they had to do. They're making big defensive plays and giving their offense multiple opportunities to score even more than 13. Unable to do that today. If there's one concern that Coach Lee has, it's that. And this Concord defense has proven that they are preliminary round playoff worthy for sure. Yeah. So overall, you just saw a defensive clinic, and you saw some players defensively step up for both teams here, which clearly show these teams are moving in the right direction. Some good things and bad things. Not bad things. Some not so good things that you're going to have to address. But that's football. Get better week to week. As far as the whole picture, Nick, what a weekend this has been. We keep saying that every single weekend, but it really rings true. The parity in this Division I this year is off the charts, and just saddle up and get ready for next week. Yeah. We'll probably decide what we'll do, I would imagine, a couple days and figure out where we're headed next week. But if it stays as exciting as this for the rest of the year, this is going to be one of the all-time best.
Yeah, if you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel. That way you know as soon as we make our decision, you'll know where we'll be. FNLNH Media is the handle on YouTube. Want to thank John and his staff here at Windham. Everybody involved.
Wonderful.
With the game day staff, feeding us at halftime, the whole 9 yards. The experience continues to get better here in Windham. We appreciate it. Want to thank the sponsors, of course, as well, doing the heavy lifting behind the scenes, keeping us on the air. That's Spiels Insurance, MG Sports Fundraising, TKQB Academy, Accurate Tree Service, and Jewett Construction. Want to thank our hardworking crew here at Friday Night Lights New Hampshire, doing another wonderful job this weekend. Matt Beals really doing 2 jobs down there on the field. Spectacular behind the lens. And up here, Kristen Beals bringing a calming presence to the bird seat
Nick,
here.
I don't know the last time that I saw a Windham parent helping our crew out break down. What an awful. This is just the way things are here.
Yeah.
Just wonderful people.
Absolutely.
Appreciate point that out.
The hard work and the extra effort for sure. Speaking of hard work and extra effort, I want to thank our director.
Absolutely.
The man behind the curtain, the wizard of replay.
Terrific job.
Ben Beals, back in the Beals Insurance Studio. Another flawless job this afternoon. For the big man in the big chair, executive producer Steve Beals. Another bang-up weekend, my friend.
What a fun weekend.
It really was.
Enjoyed it.
My name's
My
Nick
feet are killing me, but I love the game.
My name is Nick Anastas, saying so long. Final score, final time. Windham 13, Concord 7. This has been a presentation of our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.